check out our whole video, hit the link on the bottom of the screen. That video is available exclusively on odds.com. Let's move on to the Giants Bengals here. And this is one of the two survivor options that I have, and also a money-making option, although we're watching money come in quickly on the Giants. This total opened up at 43.5. It's now at 43. The Giants opened up at -4 at Bet365. It's now moved to 5.5. 3-7 Giants, 1-4 on the road at the Bengals, 2-7-1, 2-2 at home. Giants coming in off their bye week. We last saw them in an impressive 27-17 win at home over the Giants. Second straight win. Daniel Jones, 21 of 28, 244 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Also ran 9 times for 67 yards. Jones had lost 16 straight starts to teams other than Washington. As a team, the Giants ran 36 times for 151 yards. Darius Slayton looked great, 5 catches for 93 yards. They held the Eagles to 0 for 9 on third down. They lost Kevin Zeitler to a concussion. He's in concussion protocol. He's the only guy on the injury report. Cincinnati coming off the heartbreaking season-ending injury to Joe Burrow, 29 loss at Washington. It just seems like a very deflating manner that they lost him in, and the team is just going to kind of go off to their very high draft pick. Burrow lost a fumble in the red zone that turned into a touchback, but at the time he got hurt in the third quarter, they hadn't punted. Ryan Finley came in and looked terrible. 3 of 10 for 30 yards and 1 interception. Tyler Boyd led the receivers with 9 catches and 85 yards. As a team, they rushed 18 times for 70 yards. No one ran for more than 19 yards total. Finley had one of those rushes for 19 yards, one of them when he broke one. They played a 4th consecutive game without Joe Mixon because of foot injury. He was put on the injured reserve last Saturday, so he'll miss at least the next 2 weeks. He's not coming back to save them. Wide receiver Mike Thomas, offensive tackle Fred Johnson are both listed as questionable. How do we not hammer the Giants here, Bebsie?
The only thing that makes me apprehensive about hammering the Giants is, whether or not this is a bit of an overreaction and Cincinnati is still decent, but it really does feel like the Giants should smash in this one. And that's saying something because the Giants are not a very good team. And I'd said the week prior to their bye week, I said that their defense was sort of getting it together, and it's been, if there is a bright spot for them, it has been that defense is showing some promise and rounding into form. But my apprehension is the overreaction here. Like, do we think that the Bengals are now useless? I mean, I see this line climbing. I almost want to sit on it and see if it keeps being bet up, and then take the Bengals with points later in the week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand that. I completely understand that. But I also completely agree with Al Cervic saying Burrow was carrying the Bengals.
Yeah.
I completely agree. Burrow was incredible. And Herbert has also been incredible. Remember, I was excited about Sam Darnold. I thought some of these guys, quarterbacks it's very tricky to figure things out.
Do not blame Sam Darnold.
I do. I think Sam Darnold has been just very disappointing. Very disappointing.
He has nothing.
Yeah, but Joe Burrow.
But Adam Gase is his coach.
No, he was bad before Gase got over there.
He doesn't have any weapons.
I'm disappointed in Sam Darnold. He's a little China doll, and I'm disappointed. I understand what you're saying.
I think Sam Darnold goes somewhere else and has a career.
I hope so. As Stephen Handel says, the Jets is where people go to die. So let's go back to this spot here. Yes, it's square. It's so square to sit here and back the Giants. But I would like to. I just think that it's not that I don't think that the Bengals can show us value moving forward. It's just that this is just heartbreaking for this squad. Heartbreaking. And I'm not sitting here thinking that they're going to be capable of finding heart and a reason to move forward. So The slot says bad O-line, backup quarterback for Bengals. Giants coming off bye. A Giants win, but can't lay the points. So I think that the Giants' running game is improved. They're going to be able to hold on to the ball for a long time. Now, when Luton came in, Bebsie, I wanted the Jacksonville team total under. And I don't know why. I guess, sometimes we get overwhelmed with all the capping we have to do, and it shouldn't be happening right now. This should be a good football season for us because we don't have NBA and NHL taking so much of our time. And I should have taken the Jacksonville team total under week 2 after that nice start for Luton. Do you think there's a possibility that Finley has a really nice game like Luton did in his first one?
I mean, he can't do much worse than he did coming into that game. So, maybe he's a little more prepared. I mean, if you're Ryan Finley, how much are you preparing for your games? And I mean, you should always be prepared, but you have Joe Burrow. He's not getting benched, that. So, the only way you're getting in is with what happened. So, I don't know, maybe he has a better game. Maybe he actually gets through some progressions. But again, it's tough to get through progressions when you have no offensive line. That offensive line has been terrible. And like I said, the Giants' D looks decent. So, I mean, logically, it seems like an easy play for the Giants. I have my apprehension about it. And again, maybe it's just me getting in my own head, and maybe I'll have a completely different outlook on this on Sunday. But
no, I understand why you're hesitant. It is square activity to sit here with big road favorites, and I can understand being hesitant. And it was enough to give me pause on the Raiders. But here, the Cincinnati Bengals team total at 17.5. I just don't see them getting there. I don't see them getting there. And the only thing that's causing me to slow down is because of what the Jaguars and Luton did to me. David Sharp says Giants D hasn't allowed more than 20 points in the last 4 games. 5 games ago, they left 25 to Tampa. I think that the backing the Giants here is a must bet. Alvin Smith says, how can anybody lay points with New York? So are you going to make a move here, Bebsie, or is this no?
I'm not. I might on Sunday have a better idea of this, but right now I can't. Again, I can't lay points with the Giants.
Well, I'm going to.
Do it, Jimmy.
I know this is just so square, but I just don't see them being able to do anything here. Coming in off a bye. Okay, I look, this could be just ridiculously square, and I get it, but I have to take the Giants here. I see it so deflating. I just don't see this as a Bengals squad that has a guy like Joe Mixon coming back who's going to say, hey, guys, just give me the rock. I'll take care of everything, or at least give us hope. I don't see this as a young defense. It's like, watch what we can do. Look, I can understand staying off, and this is being a very public play. Let's just see how public it is right now. I don't want to be – it's so public. Jesus. That's just crazy. 88% of the cash, 94% of the tickets. And what, just because I'm worried about being embarrassed because it's a square playout? Look, I'm pulling the trigger on the Giants. I'm going to double up. First half full game. I'm going to take the Bengals team total under 17.5. If it's something I don't like, I'm sure it'll be at 15.5 on Sunday.